Hey friends, Ash here with gentsscents. Hope you're doing really well. Today I'm going to be taking a look at this fragrance right here. Tobacolor from Christian Dior. I don't really like that name. Tobacolor. Color. So yeah, Tobacolor. The newest fragrance in the Christian Dior private line. This one's got a great note breakdown. So I had to go ahead and scoop this one up. I paid $250 for this. This is 125 mils. You can also get a 250 ml size bottle for $350. Yeah, it's expensive. In this video, I'm going to show you guys the presentation. I'm going to break down the fragrance, let you know what I think about it, let you know whether or not you should check this one out. So let's jump into it. All right, guys, first up, it is presentation time, and it's pretty much the same as all fragrances in Christian Dior's private line. So it comes in this little cardboard tube. You've got the name of the fragrance, name of the house right there on the front, Christian Dior logo at the top, and that's pretty much it. On the bottom, you've got the ingredients, your batch code, your size, your concentration, all that information is on a sticker on the bottom, and then it just lifts up right in the middle, and your bottle sits down inside. So that's it as far as the box goes. And the batch code on this one is 0L02. And here's your bottle. Again, you've got the name of the house, name of the fragrance right there on the front. Pretty simple, pretty minimal. You've got the Christian Dior logo on top of the cap, which is magnetic, as you can see right there. And then you've got the Christian Dior logo on top of the atomizer. On the bottom, you have your badge code, and it is etched into the glass. And let me go ahead and waste a couple sprays for you guys here. It's a nice atomizer. It's got a pressurized feel to it, high quality. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, this one has a really interesting note breakdown. So I went ahead and bought this one, paid full retail for it. It's got tobacco, it has plum, it has peach, it's got smoke, some oriental notes, a little bit of citrus. It sounds really, really, really good. So, how does this one smell? It opens up really sweet. It's got honeyed tobacco, and that honey is really prominent as soon as you spray this one on, and a fruity mix of plum and peach. And I don't really get more plum or more peach in the opening. It's just kind of both together. I get facets of plum, I get facets of peach, but it's like a fruit mix. Plum doesn't outshine the peach, and the peach doesn't outshine the plum. They're just kind of mashed together and working together really harmoniously, so you get little parts of each one. And those mix with that honeyed pipe tobacco accord right as soon as you spray this one on. Really rich, really sugary sweet, and could even be a little bit cloying, or actually a lot bit cloying when you first spray it on. So I would say right away that this is not really the type of fragrance that I personally would want to wear in high heat, because in that initial blast, that initial opening, this one is quite strong, and it is so sweet that I think it could be headache inducing in a really high heat situation, or in a situation where I'm around a lot of people. You do get some smokiness early on here, and frankly, the smokiness is needed. It provides kind of a contrast to all that sweetness. And if that smokiness was not here, I think it would go too far down that sweet side of things, that saccharine sweet side. That smokiness, it reins it in a little bit, pulls it back. And while that smokiness for me never gets on equal footing with all that sugary sweetness, with the honey tobacco and the plum and the peach, it never gets quite there to where it's coming through as strongly as all those sweet notes. It still provides a nice counterpoint, a nice contrast to that sweetness. It offsets it a little bit, is what I'm trying to say. So you do have at least something balancing all of those sweet notes. And actually, once you head into the mid, that smokiness kind of creeps forward a little bit. It hides in the background at the opening, but once you hit the mid, it creeps forward, comes out more, and those fruits take a step back in the mid. So what ends up happening is it's still sweet, it still has that honey tobacco right there at the forefront, but the fruits, they start to go down as the smokiness comes up. And it stays like that for a while, for hours actually. So you've got this semi-smoky honey tobacco with more peach than plum in the mid, and it stays like that for quite a while. Still sweet, just not as heavy-handedly so. And guys, I'm gonna do a giveaway of 10 milliliters from this bottle to one of you out there. So stay tuned, I'll go over that giveaway later on in the video. And then once you hit the far dry down, the fruits actually come out more again. So it's like they're there in the opening and then they kind of dial back, you know, they kind of bide their time a little bit in the mid, and then in the far dry down, they poke their head out again. And as they do that, the smokiness takes another step back. Now, I've seen online a little bit of back and forth on the performance of this one. Some people have had really bad luck with the performance here, saying that it's just basically non-existent, and then other people will say, no, lasts a long time, lasts forever. For me, it is actually a really good performer. Over 8 hours, and that's on skin, not on my clothing. And as far as projection goes, above average, though it is strongest in the opening and the first part of the mid. Now I know that's not really like late breaking news or anything. Pretty much every fragrance is stronger in the opening, but this one is more noticeably stronger in the opening. It really just pumps off my skin initially. Like I said before, it could be cloying even. Some people would be like,
oh God, it's so sweet, so sugary, syrupy, sweet. It's just like making my head hurt.
That's how it is initially for me. Once it dials down, you still pick up whiffs of it. I can still pick up whiffs, you know, hours in as I move around, or even if I'm just sitting doing something, occasionally I'll catch a little pop of it. So I would say above average overall, but initially, really strong. As far as seasons of use go, fall and winter for me. Not gonna reach for it in spring, definitely not gonna reach for it in summer. Like I said, it's syrupy strong initially, and it has this warm, resinous, you know, honeyed tobacco that lasts the entire time through. There's nothing here that really is gonna give you that freshness. Yes, there's fruits in the opening, but these are sugary, sweet fruits. Nothing here is, you know, fresh and bright and uplifting and really safe for warm weather. So for me, cold weather, cool weather only. As far as when I would use it, nighttime. It leans nighttime. You can pull it off during the day as well. It's not the kind of fragrance where anybody's gonna smell it and be like,
hey man, I'm pretty sure that's a nighttime only fragrance. What are you doing wearing that during the day?
That's never gonna happen, but it leans more nighttime. As far as uses, casual, night out, potentially even date night kind of situations. And for me, it's unisex leaning male. Now with all that out of the way, what do I actually think about it? This one, hate the name. Tobacolor, don't like it. Fragrance itself, really like it. There is an extreme mass appeal to this fragrance, and I know some people are not gonna like that. You know, some people are gonna say, no, that's not what I want in my private line fragrances. I want something that is artistically daring. I wouldn't really call this daring. Definitely a sweet tobacco, which has been done before. The quality though, higher than you would expect to find in, you know, 95% plus of sweet tobacco scents, but still yet not really something that's truly daring, that's never been done before. Doesn't smell immediately like anything else, I'll tell you that. I don't smell this and go, oh, this reminds me of that. You know, like you could do with Xerjoff Naxos. You could say, well, that reminds me of Pure Havana. I can't really do that as much here. Some people have said 1821 man-made sweet tobacco spirits, heck of a name by the way, but some people have said this reminds them of that scent in the sense that they're both really sweet, maybe, but side by side, pretty different. So while it's not maybe super artistically daring, it is its own fragrance. I can't say, hey, this smells exactly like that. For what it's worth, my wife loves the way this one smells, and I love it as well. So as far as just the scent itself, I think it's great. Can't really wear it for the next 6 months, probably, but coming around fall time, I will. And yeah, I paid full retail for it, $250. I mean, I'm never gonna go through this whole bottle, so there was no point in me getting a bigger one. Yes, it's a better price per milliliter to get the bigger one, but I'm not splitting it, and I'm never gonna go through the bottle, so the smaller one makes more sense for me. But yeah, I paid full retail, $250, $2 per milliliter, pretty expensive, but I don't regret it. I think it's fantastic. And if you're a fan of tobacco fragrances, specifically on the sweeter honeyed pipe tobacco side of things, absolutely check this one out. I don't think you'll regret it. Okay, giveaway time. All you have to do is leave a comment below and tell me that you want to be entered in the giveaway, and let me know if you like the name Tobacolor. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, let me know. and that will enter you in this giveaway. Roughly 1 week from today, I'll pick a winner. I'll put it on the community tab of my YouTube channel. And then all you have to do is reach out to me and claim your prize. And I'll take 10 milliliters right from here and give it to you. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Again, if you wanna do that giveaway, I went over that earlier, make sure you leave that in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for your support. Stay safe out there. See you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.